What is up, boys? My name is Brait, and I'm an Omni-Man main. Am I good? Absolutely not. But am I a nerd about combos? Absolutely yes. So, in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over my Omni-Man combos with Mavado. That's the only cameo that I use, but I have well over 100 hours on Omni-Man, so I think I'm semi-qualified to teach you at least the combos. First off, let me go over one of Omni-Man's mix-ups, because you aren't really going to get an opportunity to do any combos unless you know Omni-Man's basic game plan. I will go over the combos, and if you already know Omni-Man's game plan, or if you've played the character before, you have timestamps in the video where you can use to skip ahead, but for those who are new to Omni-Man, this is for you. Standing 1-2 is plus on block. So Omni-Man's main game plan on block is either a strike throw or backdash into mid. So you have your plus frames and then you can jail into the throw. The only way that they avoid the throw is if they micro duck or mash out of it with a down 1, you know, down 3, down 4, whatever. But that's where you beat the mash, because if they try to mash, you can backdash into the mid. And if they're just micro ducking, if they're trying to micro duck the throw, then they'll get clipped by the mid. Or if they try to mash out of it, you'll dash out of the range of it and then use Omni-Man's forward advancing mid to punish them for that. Just like this. So it's forward 1-2, backdash into the mid, or forward 1-2 into the throw. Now, once that mid connects, you have a couple of options. First off, it is going to be your standard Omni-Man combo, which I will teach you right now. This is Omni-Man's bread and butter combo. It is completely meterless and it does 35%. Here's how you do it. You start off with back 1-1 and you immediately jump. Back 1-1 and you jump into 2-1-2. Again, back 1-1, then you jump into 2-1-2. You want to follow Omni-Man up. Like other jump combos in Mortal Kombat 1, getting the timing of the jump, if you jump too late, you'll just, whiff him entirely. And if you jump too early, you can't really jump too early with this combo, so that's good. You want to sort of follow him up. You don't want to wait for him to get to the peak and then jump up after him. That's a good way to be too late. You want to follow him upwards with your jump. So, then what you're going to do is after the 2-1-2, you're going to cancel into Omni-Man's down back 3, which is the Viltrumite stance. And then you're going to press 1 for the grab. And this is a meterless launcher just like that. And realistically, you could get, a combo. You could press really any buttons after you do the back 1-1. Like I see some people, doing this into forward 2-3, but we're going for optimal damage here, so you want to do the jump in. So again, recap, back 1-1, 2-1-2, Viltrumite stance, and then 1, which is the grab. Next up, after you do this, you're going to do 2-1-2, grab, and then you're just going to do the same thing again. You're going to jump into another 2-1-2. Again, after the grab in the air, you jump into another 2-1-2. Simple as that. Then you're going to do Omni-Man's air dash, which is just holding a direction and then dashing. Now, a common problem that I see with Omni-Man players is they will hold forward as they jump, or they'll hold diagonal as they jump, and then try and do the dash, which the dash is just hitting your switch stance button. Hit your switch stance button in the air. You can't be holding a diagonal direction. You have to be holding either a forwards direction or backwards direction. So the way that I like to do this is I'll just let go and then I'll repress a direction. So 2-1-2, grab, jump, 2-1-2, let go. You want to let go of your jump, then hold a direction to activate your dash. Now your dash is a meterless combo extension, so if you do it all correctly, this is what it should look like. 2-1-2 dash 1-2, then your throw button. So, again, you're going to do 1-2, then your throw button. I'm pretty sure the string is called boot stain. I'm pretty sure. Boot stain, that's what it is. It's your forward 1-2 throw. So, the full combo. Back 1-1, 2-1-2, down back 3-1, jump 2-1-2, dash 1-2, throw. 35%, completely meterless. You can dash more times in the combo to extend it, but note that every single dash after your first one is going to cost a bar of meter, so keep that in mind. Now, this is not the optimal damage you can get. This is what I call the easy optimal, but Omni-Man has a difficult optimal that is also off the back 1-1 starter, and this is what it looks like. 42% for absolutely no meter. You don't spend a cameo bar, you don't spend nothing. This is probably the best meterless damage you can get in the entire game, and this is how you do it. So again, I'm gonna set my practice settings so that I will be close, just because I'm not super consistent with this combo yet. But you're gonna start off with your back 1-1, and then immediately you're gonna do 1-2, but notice how the first punch whiffs. That's what you want. And the way you get the whiff with the proper timing is the second that Omni-Man gets to the peak of his height, so he gets launched up, the second he gets to the peak, you input 1-2. So back 1-1, then you just input standing 1-2, just like that. Once he gets to the peak, you want the first punch to whiff on purpose. Then, what this will do is this will juggle him in the air long enough for you to get a stand 3 in there. So, stand 3, just like that. Now, this is a little bit difficult to get, and it's kind of hard to hit consistently, but once you get it, you really do get it. Now, again, you want to hit 1-2 as soon as you can, but the good timing is sort of as Omni-Man is going up in the air. Now, the next thing, after you do this into stand 3, is you're going to cancel stand 3 into Omni-Man's back forward 4. Now, back forward 4, if done from the air, is a meterless launcher that you can use to, you know, start your combos, right? However, you can trick the game into thinking that you're in the air by doing certain moves that leave Omni-Man a certain height from the ground, and doing standing 1-2 into kick, cancel it into this, leaves Omni-Man just high enough above the ground to trick the game into thinking that you're in the air and Omni-Man's on the ground, hence being a combo starter. So, from the top, back 1-1, standing 1-2, 3, back forward 4, forward 3, and then you just do your normal combo ender, jump 2-1-2, 1-2, throw. Again, here is the combo in full. Just like that. 425.95 damage for no bars a meter. I like using Mavado for Omni-Man because he lets him combo off of things that he wouldn't normally be able to combo off of. Case in point, the overhead. The overhead is a very good move in and of itself, but without a cameo, you can't combo off of it. The overhead does a flat 90 damage. However, if you have a correct cameo, you can get this combo here. Again, it is completely meterless except for that half cameo bar, but look how fast Mavado regenerates, and you get 34% off of an... It's not an unreactable overhead, but you can definitely catch people with this. And here's how the combo works. So you do the overhead, and then you do forward cameo. Then stand 3, down back 3-1. And then it's just the same combo ender as before. Just, you want to think of combos sort of like puzzle pieces. You have the combo starter, and then you finish the combo with your little combo ender, and the Omni-Man has those puzzle piece combos where every single combo is going to end with a button canceled into the stance 1 2-1-2-1-2 throw. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, here's how this combo is going to work. You do the overhead, you do stand 3 canceled into the stance, jump in 2-1-2, 1-2 throw. 34%. Now you can optimize this damage because you can actually get a jump in if you time this correctly. Now the timing is very tight, but you'll notice that it is possible to get a jump in, and this does do slightly more damage. Instead of 34%, this does 35%, but this timing is very difficult to hit, and with the ping of a real match, it is also going to be incredibly inconsistent, so we're just going to have to deal with this as is. Next combo that you get off of Mavado is off of the chest bump, or EX chest bump as well. You get that. And this one's a little bit more finicky because you can't do stand 3 into this. That's just way too inconsistent. But if you want to combo off the chest bump with Mavado, it's forward cameo, and then after that you do forward 3. So forward cameo, forward 3. Reason why you do forward 3 is because forward 3 sort of pops him up in the air a little bit, and it just makes landing everything else a lot easier because it makes this timing a little bit, you know, more loose, because then you get that, and again, you end that with the same combo ender just like that. Again, it's just back forward 2, forward cameo. You could also do standing 1-2 as well. It does the exact same amount of damage as forward 3. It's all about consistency. If you can hit one more consistently than the other, then do that. No one's going to judge you for doing the easier option. Remember, as long as it works, that is what really matters when it comes to these fighting games. Now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of it. Here is a combo that you can get with Mavado off the back 1-1 starter. This is not optimal in the slightest. It just looks kind of cool, and I want to share it. So you start off with back 1-1, then you do forward 2-1 throw. Not forward 2-1 throw, forward 4-1 throw. So you do this string right here, forward 4-1 throw, just like that. And notice how Omni-Man slams the guy 1, 2, 3 times. You can actually call in Mavado's trap, which is just standing cameo, as he's slamming him for the second time. So there's the first time, call in the trap, boom, he gets caught by it. And then if you do forward 3, you get a full combo off that. Now, if you do spend some meter, you can get 40% off this. So let me show you what that looks like. You can get over 40% if you spend 2 bars, but completely meterless. This is what this combo looks like. For a cameo bar, you're getting 39%. That is almost 40% for just your cameo bar. It's good damage, and it looks flashy. But the reason I'm teaching this combo is it gives you a teabag opportunity. If you're going up against, say, a Johnny Cage player, as they're hit by the trap, you do a little teabag, and then after that, you just cancel into your stance. Then you get your full combo. You're sacrificing a little bit of damage because you're not doing the forward 3, but you sacrifice in-game damage for the emotional damage of teabagging in their face and then proceeding to hit them with a 35% combo. That is pretty good in my opinion. Don't let it ever be said that I am not toxic in this game. Here is where we get into the complicated part. The Mavado meterless optimal. Now, Omni-Man's meterless optimal is pretty difficult. But if you thought that combo was difficult, oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. Now, this combo can be done in real matches. There are people who do this combo constantly in real matches. But this will take a lot of practice and you need some commitment to do this combo. But this combo does 44%, and here's what it looks like. 44% for no meter and half a cameo bar. This is gonna suck to learn, but bear with me. Start off with standing 1-2. Game plan wise, you would want to throw out the standing 1-2, and if it hits, it hits. Because remember, your standing 1-2 is your main pressure tool, because this is the majority of where Omni-Man's plus frames come from. So if you can get this off, you want to cancel immediately into your stance and do this. Now you could just end off the combo like this, you know, get a little 31%, but that's a wimpy. That's weak. We're not wimpy weakies around here, are we? No, no, no. We're not wimpy weakies. This sounds terrible, but I'm doubling down on wimpy weakies. We're sticking with this. Now, what you do is you immediately do the grab, and then you immediately jump and do stand 1. Or jumping 1, I guess. You do this, you jump into 1, and then the second that you land, you're doing stand 3 into this. Right? Now you'll notice this. From the meterless optimal combo, or I should say resourceless optimal combo, it's that stand 3 into back forward 4 again. This is another one of those combos that tricks the game into thinking that you're in the sky and your enemy is on the ground. So if you do 1, then 3 into this, he'll get popped up again. Now, you're not going to do forward 3 and ending off the combo, because look what happens if you try to do 2 grabs in the same combo. It just doesn't work. Omni-Man throws him off to the side, doesn't throw him upwards, so we need to find another way to launch him. We need to find a way to launch him high enough to get a jump-in combo while also getting decent damage. This is where Mavado comes in. So, you do this, stand 1, then you do stand 3 into the chest bump. Now, you do stand 3 chest bump, and then you call in Mavado from the sky, like this. Stand 3, chest bump, and then you do up cameo. Now you're going to be tempted to do forward cameo. Forward cameo works when you're on the ground, but forward cameo does not work when you're, you know, juggling your opponent, right? So, you have to do stand 3 into up cameo, just like this. Now, the timing of the cameo is very important. You don't want to call on the cameo too early, because then you won't recover fast enough to actually do jumping 1-2, which we'll get into. You don't want to call on the cameo too late, because then this thing happens. I'll see if I can replicate it here, where Mavado just sort of misses entirely like that. You don't want to do it too late, because then Mavado will miss entirely. You want Mavado to hit Omni-Man about in the feet, like that. So I will slow that down in post. You want Mavado to hit Omni-Man's feet. Now, this will take a lot of timing and a lot of trial and error to get, because there are no visual cues and no sound cues of when this will happen. You just kind of have to get the timing down by heart. I genuinely wish I could give you more tips on this, but you need to lab it and you need to sort of get this done. But the one tip that I can have is, if Mavado misses entirely, you're doing it too late, and if you don't recover fast enough to jump, then you're doing it too early, and then you can sort of work around from there. Now, from the start of the combo, you do this, you jump, stand 3 here, stand 3 into this, and then see there, what I did was I accidentally did it too early, and I didn't recover fast enough to jump in, because then Mavado will launch him just high enough in the air for you to do a jump 1-2 dash jump 1-2 throw. So it's sort of like this. You're doing 1-2 dash 1-2 throw. You don't do 2-1-2, so you're not doing 2-1-2 dash 1-2 throw like we did before. Not only does that just not work, but it also doesn't give you the optimal damage. You want to do 1-2 dash 1-2 throw, just like that, and that's how you end the combo. So, altogether, this is what the combo looks like. $44% for half a cameo bar. Aren't you tired of doing difficult combos? This combo is about as easy as it gets. It's super easy and it does a lot of damage. Downside, this combo can only be done in the corner. This combo is possible to do mid-screen, but the timing is frame perfect, and we're not here to do frame perfect combos. We're here to do combos that are applicable in real matches with practice. So without any further ado, this is what the combo looks like. Again, you are spending your Mavado bar, but you're not spending any of your actual bar. So if you have breaker, you can keep your breaker, or if you want to, like do a wake up into more pressure like this, you can. But you get 40% off of it, but it can only be done in the corner. And the reason why you'd want to have this combo in your back pocket is the resourceless optimal combo doesn't actually work in the corner. You'll notice when I do that Superman fly, it bounces off that back wall. So you want to have actual corner combos in your back pocket that you can pull out at a moment's notice, little TBag for a dramatic effect, that do a scary amount of damage and leave your opponent close enough for you to actually continue your pressure withstanding 1-2, because we're not, running away and just flying in the sky like most Omni-Man players do. We are playing Omni-Man the way that God intended, which is rush down. Here is how this combo works. Start off with back 1-1, and then you jump into your 1-2. Now, instead of doing your stance into 1, which is the grab, we're going to do our stance into our 2, which is this teleport move. But 1-2 knocks him just high enough in the sky and leaves him hanging there for you to do this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do 1-1, 1-2 into this, and then around the second or third hit, boom, you're going to want to call in your cameo, just like that. Little teabag. Oh, I actually started an emote. But that's what you want to do. 1-2, down back 3-2, and then around the third hit, you're calling in your cameo. Then you could, try to be fancy and then do forward 3 into this. But this timing is very tight, and I think it actually does less damage the more hits you do. So what you're going to do is this. You get to this point right here. You teabag your opponent for the emotional damage, and then you just do stance 1, then the same ender. Jump in, 2-1-2, dash 1-2, throw, just like that. And the damage will vary depending on how long they stay in the trap. I don't know how long they stay in the trap for it to, be optimal damage, but it will always do over 40%. Next up is a little bit of a game plan thing with Omni-Man, which is good to have in your back pocket. I abuse this a lot, and it is with the Mavado trap, and it is after you've finished a combo. So what I'm going to do is I am going to set the bot to auto, which means that it'll let me combo him one time and then he'll block everything afterwards, right? So that's what we want. So we're going to do any combo that ends with boot stain. So we're just going to, you know, do this. We'll do our easy meterless combo just like this. You call in your thing, and then boom, from here you have mix-up opportunities. The second that this gets called out, you have so many mix-up opportunities. I'm going to get him to block. The second you get this out, opportunities out the wazoo. And here's how it works. So when your cameo is out, you actually won't throw him, right? When your cameo is out, you'll just do a shove. Now Mavado's window is pretty small, but you will just sort of shove him if you don't have your cameo fully available, or if your cameo is on screen doing another move. We can take advantage of this by using Omni-Man to push his opponent into the Mavado trap, pretty much completely for free on block. So again, we'll do whatever combo we want to do that ends with boot stain. Boom. Then we call in the Mavado trap, and we can just shove him into it. Then after that, you do, you know, forward 3 into your grab for optimal damage, jump 2-1-2-1-2 throw, and, you know, with this, with the trap, this is what it looks like, and this is the damage that it'll do with the scaling and everything. Dash 1-2 throw. 25%, pretty much completely for free, and just off of a guaranteed shove. Now, what if they try to wake up armor on you? Then you just block and get a full combo punish. What if they try to jump? If you know that they're going to jump, you can just meaty the jump, and then, you know, pretend me launching him into the air as me jumping. You can actually just do jump 2-1-2, cancel into this, and then get a full combo that way if they try to jump out of the range of the trap. So you have a 3-way mix-up just off of that. It could even be a 4-way mix-up because, you know, say they block the trap, right? So say that they block the trap, right? You could backdash and then, you know, do like a forward advancing mid as well. Like, you can backdash and do like a forward advancing mid. That is another completely good option that you can do. And, you know, because it's back 1-1, you could always do your meterless optimal if you have that on lock. This becomes very scary, and this is one of Omni-Man's best setups with Mavado, and the reason why I think Mavado is one of Omni-Man's very best cameos. And with that, I would like to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I will post a lot more Mortal Kombat content on this channel, and I am also in the future going to and right now I am working on my I spent 7 days learning Liu Kang. I'm on day 4 of that right now. But yeah, without any further ado, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.